So I've always got this question, Getty, do you ever win your court cases at court? I'm going to show you 3 documents, and don't worry about it. I'm going to put them in download form where you can download them yourself. But I'm going to show you what I give to the clerk and give to the judge where it scares the ish out of them. And my court case always get thrown out. Literally. So listen up very carefully at what I'm about to show you. Now, you can go in and take a screenshot. If you want, you can go in and take a screenshot. But you see number 7? Now to the clerk and to the judge, right? Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. You committing a conspiracy when a judge act.
Are you still buying?
Right? Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. You committing a conspiracy when a judge act where he or she does not have jurisdiction to act. The judge is engaging in an act or acts of treason. But why is it treason? Why is it treason? Because they're acting under their own state and federal codes. Uh-oh. Did you hear what I just said? When they come and they be like, codes this and rules this and start reading them off, boom, you got them right here with this court case. And all these unconstitutional acts, it's not laws. So this coincide with this, right? This coincide with this, all this unconstitutional, basically, right? Law is void, right? Bam. You feel what I'm saying? No law created is not a crime. Seatbelt violations, license plates, and all this is treason. Now you can go and take a screenshot, but I am gonna show you a little video so we can get a little closer. But this one always gets them. Number 4, slavery. Because they trying to contract with me. That's slavery. And they owe me $250,000. 18 USC. I don't know if I think that says 3671, I think it is. But it's slavery. And I always use the Bible verses right here. Genesis 2:7 and Genesis 2:2-3, right? That's all. Yeah. Oh, it gets deep. But this is page 1 through 7. This is page 1 through 7. And here go page 8 through, I think it's 18, right? 18. You can go and take a screenshot too, right? But number 13 is what scares them too, because they're acting as an agent in foreign clothes on foreign part, which is $200,000, right? Right? So once they see this, their foot is already to the fire. But let's get a little closer. Now this is a good one. Go ahead. You see what I'm talking about, right? Acting as an agent, right? Violation of arms, right? And I already talked about this one. That's that one right here, slaving, right? Contract. They tried to hold us to a contract. This is what I'm talking about the slavery part. Deprivation of rights, violation of oath of office, right? Armed is treason, armed deprivation of rights. So as you can see, if I'm gonna put it in download form, so you're gonna have these documents. But if you like to donate $1, I greatly appreciate it. But hey, let's see if you're gonna win the next time you go to court. And thank Getty, all secrets shall be revealed. Man, get in here, get in here, get in. Man, get in here, get in. Man, get in. Man, get in here, get in here, get in here. I'm about to show you some images of what been done to us. And You know. Now, you want us to have pity on you. We're not going to have pity on you because you did what you did first. And when we rise, man, get in here, get in here. Man, it's a good time to be alive. And you know, was it? Perhaps this the face, and I have a video. Yes, this one wrecks. I have a video where the Egyptians, man, get in here. Man, get in here. Man.
No one's disregarding the natives, they just came from Siberia, they are Asian. I learned this in elementary, the golden peoples up. No one's disregarding the natives, they just came from Siberia, they are Asian. I learned this in elementary school before it became an agenda, before they were able to cover it up. Black Americans were reclassified from Native Americans to African Americans. Not all of them come from Africa. They are finding this with their DNA tests. They are finding this with their literal elders telling them. Even Siberians know where y'all came from. Native Americans are just like Koreans and Japanese people. They come from the people of the Yellow River. That's where all Asiatics come from. Then they did something called migrated, and after they migrated, they ended up enhancing on gene pools that are only slightly different to mainland Asiatics. If you're new to my page, I'm a spiritual creator, and I disguise myself as a political activist. Because that's the only way people my age with my background will listen to me. When I refer to China, I'm mostly referring to the original Asiatics that come from the Yellow River, hence the yellow peoples, the golden peoples of the sun. We are one of the last hieroglyphic and tonal languages left on this planet, have integrated ancient traditions into modern life, and live in a balance among nature and society. We have an opportunity now before they can coin a new term for spiritual psychosis, which, by the way, was coined by a white girl who was a self-proclaimed pathological liar. But we have this window of time before they figure out how to bury all of the information that we've uncovered, before they start calling us crazy again. And we have to go back to disguising ourselves as anything other than spiritual creators. All of the conspiracies were true. And maybe they all lead to anti-Semitism because the people lying to us hide actively behind Judaism. If Jews face such harsh discrimination in this society, can somebody point me to a single one that is dealing actively with systemic oppression? A single one of them and that has been deported? They want to be seen as people of color so bad, yet they live in rich neighborhoods. I canvassed doors in Georgia. I went to all these neighborhoods knocking on them. Never met a dark Jewish person. Never met a poor one. The Japanese look a spitting image of us, literally stole Hanzi, the Chinese characters, and are calling it kanji. And because the white man told them they spawned in looking like that, they believe it. To trace genetic ancestry, all you need is eyes. I know the Chinese came from melanin because every time I go to a predominantly black, what we consider black, space, I am treated like family. Unless, of course, they're racist and don't like Asians. That's a different story. There's all types of people out there. There's Asians that don't like black people. There's black people that don't like Asians. We gotta accept it. We gotta just know when to move on. But the truth of the matter is we share a history, and that's why they lie about both of our histories in the same exact way. The playbook keeps becoming too obvious. The illusions are starting to die. That's why so many Americans are miserable. And so many foreigners who just drank the American Kool-Aid are miserable. Their illusionary magic that they do at the Vatican is at its weakest point. We have the opportunity now to break it entirely. We just have to prove that we're going to do better than we did last time. And the second we truly break their illusions, they're going to try and break the world. Wars always coincide with awakenings. And even the white girl said it. Look, they want you to be afraid of celebrities. Celebrities have been talking to us for years because they are sitting at the table with these people and they know their playbook. They have been actively exposing them. We just don't listen to them, like Andre 3000 said. y'all just want to dance. But yeah, even the white girl said it. We'll have to stop the world just to stop pretending. And that's what they're gonna try and do. So all the people who are afraid right now are going to cling to their illusions. Cling. I see my family doing it now, my adoptive family. I see it. Spent years decolonizing their minds. They could almost see the light. And all of a sudden, this war thing starts happening and they're zip. Back to their property. Back to their 9-to-5s. Back to their faith. That's the agenda. It's just hard to watch real time. It's the second time I've done this though. And I am left coping with the fact that I'm going to lose another family. All due to the lies that the white man spreads. Lies that he depends on to exist. The actual native ones are the ancient ones, and all the ancient ones are dark-skinned, melanated people. People keep asking me for proof. I'm just the messenger. I just speak the truth I know. Those same people refuse to scroll the comments on my videos. And I saw the melanated community discover their true Aboriginal origins. And their emotional response was the exact same as mine when I discovered that I'd been lied to about China. Not just influencers, people with lives, families, degrees, being brought to their knees because of this information they've been lied to about. You can't fake those kind of reactions. And only somebody who's been through it can identify that as genuine. So y'all want the proof? My body is. I know who's telling the truth. I trust my gut. I have discernment. I don't live in fear. That's the true freedom that America keeps from us. Freedom to just live in truth. No one's disregarding the native.